Hello, class, and welcome to Statistics this spring. My name is Professor Stevens. I will be your teacher for this semester, and I'm just going to go over the syllabus. It is on Play-Doh. I definitely want you to look at it and read it, but I'm just going to highlight a few points. This is an online asynchronous class. That means there will be no class time, so to speak. Material will be provided for you with deadlines, and you will need to do your work and submit your work as requested. This is my email address. That is the best way to get a hold of me. I am on email all the time. So please, if you are having any struggles, any questions, any concerns, reach out to me via email. That is the best way. There is an office in the math department, 326G in Wilson, where I won't be for the most part because this is an online class this semester. But if you really had a need to see me in person, I could come in and meet with you. The class this semester is mostly going to be via PowerPoint presentations and narrated PowerPoint presentations. The PowerPoint is based on the text Elementary Statistics Picturing the World. That is not required that you purchase that textbook. It is up to you. You know your learning style. If you need to have a book in front of you to refer to, then please, by all means, purchase this textbook. But it is not a requirement. I think all the material that you need will be provided in one form or another, videos and PowerPoints, but please make that decision for yourself regarding the textbook. You will need to have some way to calculate your phone or a calculator, and you also will have to have access to Word and Excel. Well, you don't have to use Excel, but I highly recommend that you have access to it because some of the things that we will be doing, it will be much, much easier for you to use Excel than to try and do it by hand. Okay, I'm going to go down to the expectations. Because this is an online class, you are expected to log in frequently and check your Westfield State email and check Play-Doh for assignments and any new material and any requirements that I may have. So please, I would say at least twice a week, if not more, check in to this class on Play-Doh. Stay abreast of any changes. I want you to communicate with me if you're having any difficulties. Please don't wait. The sooner, the better. Um, we will be having assignments, I would say every week, and typically assignments will be due by Sunday of that week, end of day. There are exceptions which will be noted, but otherwise assignments are due by Sunday, end of day. And I do expect you to follow Westfield State's academic honesty policy. I expect you to have integrity regarding this classwork and to be honest regarding this classwork. My requirements are to provide all the needed material and assignments to you via Play-Doh, and I will do that by Monday each week. I have had requests in the past to put out more than 1 week's material at a time so that if you wish to work ahead, you can. So I will start off with 1 week at a time and then potentially down the road a few weeks, maybe open up 2 weeks worth of material so that if you are so inclined to work ahead, you can, or you might know you're going to be way too busy or you're traveling or whatever. You can work ahead and get work done. I will respond to any emails from you within 24 hours. I'm going to provide a Zoom session each week, a different day and time, just to mix it up so that you can check in with me. This is completely optional, obviously. I don't know what your schedules are, but I will try to move that day and time around. So if you want to check in, you have questions, for any reason at all, you can do that. If I find that nobody is checking in on those Zoom sessions, I will discontinue scheduling those. What I will do is when I start scheduling them is I will come online. I will wait maybe 10 minutes. And if no one shows up, I will log off. So if you think you want to, let's say I've scheduled it for 1 o'clock and you want to join me, but you know you can't join until 1:20, let me know ahead of time. In that case, I will stay on and wait for you. But if I haven't heard from anybody and I go on at 1 o'clock, for example, and nobody is signing in, then I will just get off. Um, but in addition to that, at any time, if you want one-on-one support via Zoom, you can reach out to me and we can set up a one-on-one Zoom session with a date and a time that works for both of us. And regarding these Zoom sessions, probably the first week or two, I won't set them up because the material is very straightforward. It's just definitions and whatnot. So maybe week 2 or week 3, I will start doing that. And in terms of any work that you submit, I plan to grade those within 4 days. I don't think I will have a problem with that. I think if anything, you'll find that your work is graded sooner. This is our schedule for the semester. I want to point out it is tentative. Things will change as we go along. If things are going very well, we could move a little faster. If things seem to not be going very well, then we might go a little slower. So this is just a basic framework of what we plan on covering, and we'll try to go through the material. But it could change, so we'll see. Point out that January 22nd is when add drop ends for this semester. So please be aware of that. And, different holidays throughout that really isn't going to impact you because it's online, other than the fact that we have a spring break, which is great, March 11th to the 15th. So in this course, there will be 2 exams, there will be homeworks, there will be quizzes, and 2 to 3, at least 3, I'm thinking, projects assignments. Also, I will provide extra credit assignments throughout the semester, not every week, but quite frequently. There will be extra credit assignments that are completely optional, but I would suggest trying them. You can't lose points by doing an extra credit assignment. You might not gain any points, but there's nothing to lose by trying. And especially if you're not happy with a quiz grade or a test grade or whatever, please attempt the extra credit assignments. Like I stated, work is required by end of day on Sundays typically. There is going to be homework. It is important that you do the homework. It's important for you to make sure that you understand the material, and it's important for me to know where someone is not understanding the material, or if many of you get, let's say, a certain question wrong, then I know that we need to concentrate on that more. So the homework it's also graded. I'm grading the homeworks 0 through a 10, and it is not an exact science. For example, if a homework has 10 questions and let's say you get 2 of them wrong, that doesn't mean you get an 8. You will probably get a 10. It's basically your attempt, including work, a good faith effort. So that is considered in the grade. So typically a grade might be a 10, a 9, maybe a 7, but it's not going to be a 0. If you are submitting something, it's showing me that you are making the effort, and that's important. And it's also important to do this homework on time because we're going to be moving quickly. Once we're past, 1 week's worth of material, we're going on to new material. So I do expect, actually all work, I expect to be on time. I will accept your homework up to 1 week late, and after that I will not. But it will incur a 20% deduction for being late. So if you would have gotten a 10, you will get an 8 if it is late. There will be 3 or 4 quizzes throughout the semester. Quizzes will not be accepted late. They have to be done on time. And the grades for those quizzes and the results are not shown until after the due date. And the due date will typically be that Sunday, end of day, when the quiz has to be done. Oh, I forgot to mention on the homework. Let me go back up here for a minute. The homework assignments, so are every week, and in the middle of the semester, which is about after week 7, and at the end of this semester, those homework grades are averaged and account for a quiz grade. So over the course of the semester, your homeworks account for 2 quiz grades based on the average of what you receive on the homeworks. And then we have actual quizzes, and the lowest quiz grade of these will be dropped, but that does not include the homework quiz grades. No matter what, whatever grade you get from these homeworks, the 2 quiz grades are going to be included. Of the separate quizzes that are given, of those, the lowest one will be dropped. There will be a few, I want to say, like little mini project assignments over the course of the semester. Again, these are expected to be on time. I will accept these up to 1 week late, but again, there will be a 20% deduction. And there will be 2 exams, one in the middle of the semester, one at the end of the semester. Again, exams, like quizzes, will not be accepted late. They must be done on time. The exams, the one at the end of the semester is not comprehensive. It's just the material we cover after spring break. So the classwork is weighted differently. Exams are worth 40% of your grade. Projects are worth 35%. And quizzes, which includes the quiz grades generated from your homeworks, this accounts for 25% of your grade. And this is just the standard conversion of your numerical grade to the letter grade at the end of the semester. And on the following pages is just resources for you. Most importantly, I think, is the Math Tutoring Center, which is excellent. That is in Wilson 317. Here is a link to the page for the Math Tutoring Center, and here's the email address. So certainly, if you are struggling with material, reach out to me, reach out to the Math Tutoring Center. Just take advantage of what's available to you. There is a food pantry, a counseling center. I'm just going to go through these, but please read through these if you need any of these services. The Reading and Writing Center, Student Support Program, Students with Disabilities Program, WSU 360. I will be utilizing this. This is whereas a few times, mostly during the beginning of the semester, we can reach out to you regarding, well, I can reach out to you anytime, but via this tool, reach out to you about if you are, borderline failing or actually failing, and what you might need to do. So please pay attention to any material, any notifications you get from them. And I think that is it that I wanted to cover. Oops, sorry about that. Sorry, that was my pellet stove. So that's all I wanted to cover. Have a great semester, and I look forward to working with you.